welcome to the UN Brief. Today we interview Isabelle de Vaubuchon, head of the Strategy and Development Office at the European Space Agency. We spoke about the UN Sustainable Development Goals and how a few years back already the European Space Agency was looking at the contributions that can be made by research and space science to the sustainability of our life on Earth. Watch. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching the UN Brief.
Campaigns, right? But one that I've seen on your website is about making the general public understand how important it is space research for our life on Earth. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
One of the elements, because there are several campaigns around that, but one on which I worked a lot is linking space with the SDGs. The famous SDGs,
the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN.
Because it's, I found it, the former DG, when he arrived in 2015, he asked me to look at, and it was before September 2015, so before the SDGs were adopted, he asked me to look at sustainable development and how space could support sustainable development. So it was already in the mood. And so when the SDGs were adopted, I found that it was easy to link what we were doing to this SDG because they were known. I mean, everybody now, it started at the time, but I've heard about the SDGs. I've heard about one of them at least, knows that there are 17 or has an idea. And so linking what we can do with one SDG makes it much more tangible for the people on Earth. It can be for the citizen, it can be for the decision maker, it can be for the industry, it can be for the NGO, it can be for... And so what we've done is that we developed, and it was put in line in 2018, a catalogue of space and ESA activities that could be linked to one SDG, at least. Just to give ideas. And we have more than 700 examples. And each of the 17 SDG has some examples.
Right, you can make a linkage, right?
Some have several.
Number 5, for instance, women participation in society.
And,
of course,
we
know that in engineering, historically, women have been not as active or excluded from developing their careers within the field. Of course, probably the European Space Agency, like NASA, like others, reflects that, right?
Yes,
but now you could start doing something particularly to support women throughout the ranks. Right? So for every
with role models, with education, so we link it to SDG 4 also for education.
Right.
If there is a promotion of education, because we have education program where the young people, they like talking about space. So they receive curricula on space. So it has SDG 4.
It's wonderful, right?
And then it helps the girls.
High school, right?
Exactly.
They can start
all level, primary, secondary, high school. You can find on the internet free tools for teachers, for students. Then it helps also the girls go to school because it provides tools. And then it helps SDG 1, reduction of poverty. Because we know that the more the girls are going to school, the better it will be at the end to reduce poverty where they are. And if you help SDG 6 on water, if you help accessing better quality water, and you can have help from exploration activity that work on recycling of water for astronauts, that is also
that
you can also use on Earth.
Very important. All this technology can be used now because we are facing a huge issue, as you know, with water, with scarcity, right? It's already happening in some parts of the US. So
they are used, and for example, one of space technology is used since maybe 10 years in Morocco, in a university in Morocco, to provide drinkable water from water that is polluted by agriculture. And it is a space technology that has been adapted. So this catalog is giving all these examples, both for people that would like to find something to use, but also to pass the message of the fact that space is not just the astronauts. Okay, it's nice and it is good for inspiration, it's good for education and gender, because if you have a female astronaut, then it gives an idea to the girls also that it is for them.
Right,
So
they cannot, as we say, you cannot be what you don't see,
yes.
right? So
Role models,
more little girls will see.
Yeah. And next year, Samantha Cristoforetti will do her second. She is today the only female astronaut at ESA. She will do her second flight next year. So I'm sure that it will be used for that. So it's this SDG is really it's supporting, and we have programs that specifically would like to focus on this SDG and how space can help understanding the level where people are. I mean, assessing the level of development, the level of reaching the SDG, but also be able to help acting. It's the example I use often on the thermometer and the medicine. With Earth observation satellite, you can do the thermometer, you can know the status of the atmosphere, the status of Earth, the status of the climate, of what's happening. And then with Earth observation, telecommunication, navigation technology, you can be a part of the acting. Technologies to improve, technology to reduce fuel consumptions, technology to whatever, help people communicate without having to move together. I mean, we like to be together and discuss together, but satellite has also helped people that can work without having to use carbon to go somewhere or to develop locally, avoiding people also to leave their homes if there is nothing for them to work, and to help them.
Data gathering
so
is crucial.
All areas,
right?
yes.
So much of the work of the UN depends on that, right? Nowadays, on mapping out in the Sahel or sub-Saharan Africa areas where and conflict areas, maybe understand where the schools are, and all of this is possible by the work of the European Space Agency and other actors in the space. Yes.
And in this catalog, we have now also examples from the UK Space Agency that have been added. And this catalog should soon be integrated into the UN COP26 compendium of space solutions. The COP26, the Committee on the Peaceful Use of Outer Space, which is a UN committee attached to the Secretary General.
And it's also, there is
it's
Vienna.
In Vienna.
As well.
Yeah, it's in Vienna. And they are building this compendium of space solutions. And normally, our ESA catalog will be the first to integrated into this compendium. Because as far as I know, it's the only catalog in the world on space solution that is available freely to everybody. It doesn't pay for the solutions, but at least people can find the information.
Right. It's great. Well, thank you very much. It's really been a pleasure speaking with you. We could be here forever. I have so many questions. I love, the idea
next time
space.
When you come back.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching the UN Brief, and don't forget to subscribe.